Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another Talk with Bliss section. My name is Blessing, and here on this channel we talk about everything aviation. If this is your first time on this channel, please do not make it your last. Do well to subscribe to my channel by clicking in the subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I release a new video. So guys, on this video today, I'm going to be giving you tips to passing your interview. Any kind of interview that you're invited to, I'm going to be sharing with you tips to passing your interview. So let's get right into the video. So the first tip I'm going to be giving you is that you should make proper research for your interview. When you are invited for an interview, please make proper research on that airline. Know the amount of fleets that the airline operates. Know one or two information about the airline, the route they operate, when they started operation, because you might have to be writing an exam and they might ask you any question concerning the airline because they want to be sure that you are interested in their airline. When you can answer questions like things that are personal about the airline, it shows that you're interested in this airline, you know one or two about this airline, and you really want to work with this airline. So it's very important you make proper research. See, this is what I do. Go on social media. That is why we have social media. Connect with one or two persons. It can be someone that is working with the airline or has worked with the airline before or has attended their interview. Know a bit about what you have to expect from the interview. Know if they allow this, if they allow that. Know how the interview process is going to go. Like for instance, if you are invited for Qatar interview, you should know that for Qatar interview there are different segments. There is the first segment of grouping, there is the other segment, so and so like that. So you have to make proper research on what is accepted in that interview. Okay, so the second thing you should do is make sure you dress properly. This is very important. You're dressing to any interview. I actually made a video on the dressing, and I went into details and talked to all the females about how they can dress for their interview. If you have not seen that video, I'll be leaving the link somewhere above my head here. The top tips I'm going to be giving you is punctuality. Please, when you're invited for any interview, make sure you get there very early. I would advise you get there 30 minutes before the interview. If possible, get there an hour before the interview. This is what I do so that it can calm your nerves. Like, you can be very anxious, but when you get there, you're settled and you're calm. You tend to you tend to be relaxed more than when you come in a rush and you are rushing to come and all of that. And they actually take note of punctuality. See, every interview, they kind of assess everything you do. They are watching you right from the time you came in for the interview, the way you behave, your punctuality, and every one of that. So when you are invited for any interview, please make it a date. Take it upon yourself to always arrive very early for that interview. So the fourth tip I'm going to be giving you is arrange your documents properly. Make sure you carry along all the necessary documents that are needed. How can you know the documents needed? In some invitation, they'll tell you come along with your CV, come along with your picture, come along with this and that, okay? But then even if they did not tell you, you should know some of the things that are important. Just carry all of them that you predict they might need and they might ask you, especially documents or results, things that are stated already in your CV. They might ask you, okay, show me a proof of this, show me a proof of this. And then when you carry all those documents, ensure you arrange them very well. So when they ask you to bring out this particular thing, you don't start scattering everywhere. Know where this is. You have to be very organized for any interview. So when you carry all the necessary documents along, ensure you arrange them very well. Another tip I'll be giving you is do not use your phone when you go for an interview. Even if you're going to use your phone, like when you're waiting to be called in for your interview, minimize the usage of phone. Minimize the usage of phone. This is very important. When you go for an interview, see, I've watched a lot of clips about interview. They are watching you everywhere, from when you come in, the way you behave and everything. So when you're at an interview, it's very important that you are focused. It's very important that your mind is where you are. So you have to minimize the usage of phone, because as a cabin crew, when you're on board, you're not allowed to use your phone. Okay, so you have to start practicing it from when you come for the interview. Know that they expect you to know what is expected of a cabin crew, and then you have to present yourself as a potential cabin crew when you go for any interview. So another tip I'll give you is that be very friendly. Make sure you wear a smile right from when you're coming in, be it a cleaner, be it anybody you see. Right from when you're coming in, ensure you greet them and assess them very well. You don't know who is who. The person sitting next to you might be one of the recruiters that is just trying to check on you guys' characters. The person sitting down might be this or that. So please when you go for an interview, be very friendly. Make sure you wear a smile. Try and talk to people. Free yourself and relax yourself. But even as you are doing that, know what you're doing. Don't go there and be talkative, like you talk too much. You cannot control your attitude when you're there. You talk to everyone and everyone. No, smile at people. Don't be stern. Relate with one or two persons. Don't just go and sit on your own. I actually heard that if you go for Qatar interview, they'll put all of you together in a hall and they'll be watching you guys on camera. Someone will just be watching you guys. If you are at that hall and you do not relate or talk to anybody, you are automatically disqualified. So they expect you to be able to like free yourself. Like as a cabin crew, you should be social. You don't need to know somebody before you can talk to them, because you're going to be meeting a lot of different personalities all the time on board. So you need to treat people as if you know them, and you have to be kind as you can be. Okay, so another tip I'm going to be giving you is read your book very well. This is very important. Read your book, read on some possible questions that will come out in an interview. Make sure you read very well. And on this video today, I'm going to be giving you some questions that might come out in any interview that you should prepare for. Okay, so you read your book very well. Be very prepared. Be very prepared for the interview, and then bear your confidence. When you go for an interview, please be very confident. What you don't know, before you answer, think before you talk. When you're called in, learn how to sit properly, learn how to talk properly, and when you're being asked questions, if you know it, answer it. If you don't know it, you keep quiet. Okay, so let me give you, this is just like a bonus. I'm not supposed to be sharing about, I'll share it with you guys. Let me just give you some tips of some interview questions that can be asked when you go for an interview. The first and very foremost question is introduce yourself. You must be asked this question, but you might not be asked this question, but it's a must you get prepared, because this is always usually the first question they're always using attacking you. And if you can answer this question very well, you'll get more relaxed. Like if they ask you, tell me about yourself, and this and that and that and that. So go and prepare a note on what to say when you're being asked your interview question. And again, this is another tip I'm going to be giving you. When you're going for an interview, prepare a little note of all the answers that you have prepared down for any question you'll be asked. Prepare a little note. Once in a while, when you're waiting to be called in for your interview, try and go through the notes that you have prepared. Okay, so introduce yourself is the question that comes out. What is your strength? What is your weakness? Who is a cabin crew? Why do you want to join this airline? Why do you choose this field to be a cabin crew? You know, a lot of questions like that. Why do you want to, what do you know about this airline? They can ask you, what do you know about this airline? Have you ever worked? Tell me about a time that you have to offer a customer service, you know, stuff like that. So you just need to prepare yourself very well. And thanks to God, we have YouTube. You have a lot of people's video that you can go and check out. A lot of videos have been made concerning questions and the possible answers that you can give to some of these questions. Thank you guys for watching this video to the very end, and see you in my next video.